Hi, I'm Bonnie Barker with BonnieBabeCrochet.com, and today we're going to learn how to make a ribbed athletic band. Okay, these are like genuine sweatbands. You can make them in any color, and let me show you what you can do with these. If you're not an athlete, and let's say you don't play tennis or a sport where you need to wipe the sweat off or whatever, you can use this for something else. Those of you who like to drink hot or cold beverages, it can also make a really nice cup cozy. Keep your hand from getting either too hot or too cold or even too wet. The yarn that we're going to be using today is by Cascade Yarns. It's called Fixation. It comes in a number of bright colors. And what's really nice about this yarn is that it's 98%, let me double check this, it's 98.3% cotton, which means it's going to be very absorbent, both absorbing either condensation or sweat or whatever. And it has 1.7% elastic. It bounces right back. And I just love this stuff. I actually like to make bottle holders for this because it absorbs condensation and it doesn't leave rings on your counter and everything. But anyway, this is a really easy stitch. So all you're going to need is a size G or a size 7. A size 7 is a hook that's in between G and H. And this one I'm using is 4.50 millimeter. If you have a G hook, it'll be 4.00 millimeter. Either one will be fine. So let's go ahead and make one of these. Okay, we're going to start using this orange color. And this is, again, Cascade Yarns, and the name of this yarn is Fixation. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off the wrapper. And we're going to go ahead and start simply with a starting chain. Now, if you're one of those that likes to use the single crochet foundation chain, feel free to do that instead. But I am just going to use your regular old chain. I'm going to use the slip knot. And I am going to single crochet 30 chains. Now I have to say something about using this yarn. You don't want to be pulling it particularly tight, but just crochet the way you normally would. And it takes a little getting used to, but just don't pull it too tightly as you crochet your chain. Okay, now that I've got my 30 chains, notice how stretchy it is. Now if yours is not very stretchy, then you've done it too tightly. You also don't want to make the mistake of making it too loose either. So what I'm going to do now is, without twisting my chain, I'm going to very carefully work a slip stitch, not in the slip knot, but in the first chain of the chain there. Go ahead and do a slip stitch. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Now if you follow me on YouTube much, you know that I like to work in the side of the chain, in one side of it all the way around. I'm going to work double crochets just by working through that one loop. Now if you like to work in the back bump of the chain, feel free to do that. It will not have any impact on the project whatsoever. Okay, so go ahead and double crochet in each chain all the way around. Now let me show you something else that I'm doing. This is that strand that's left over from our chain, and I am actually working that into my double crochets. I'm putting my hook into the side of the chain, and also, if you see, that is there as well, and I'm just crocheting over that so that I don't have to do it later. I might as well. If you're not comfortable doing that, we can always work that in. It's not a problem. So go ahead and finish that all the way around. At the end you should have 30 single crochets. Okay, after doing those 30 double crochets, and yes, I did count just to verify, and just for the record, I'm not including the chain 2 as a double crochet. I like to refer to that as a chain 2 and not a double crochet, just to keep things clear. Now we're going to join with a slip stitch by working a slip stitch in the top 2 loops of that first double crochet, like that. We're going to chain 2, and there's no reason to turn, but I'm going to have you do something, because I know some of our crochet styles might be a little bit different. Make sure that you can get this around your hand, that it's you know, going to be able to go around your wrist. If it's too tight at this point, you're going to want to redo it and add a few even numbered stitches to the 30 chain. If it's too loose, you may want to take away a couple and start this part again. The number of the stitches in the round really is not consequential at all. It really, you want it to, you know, be a certain size. Now the next round, we're going to do round 2, is actually going to tighten it up just a little bit. It's going to give it more elasticity. Okay, we're going to work a front post double crochet. For those of you who may be beginners and have never worked a front post, okay, I'll show you the difference. For a regular stitch, you work through the top 2 loops or the little V that's at the top of the stitch. Well, for that, we're not going to do that for the front post. For the front post and back post, we're going to give the stitch a belt, and this is how we're going to do it. We wrap our hook, and then we go in the side, as I say, go in the front door, and the hook goes all the way around the stitch and then comes out the side door. It's like giving the stitch a belt, and then you pull up a loop, and then you just complete the stitch like you normally would. Okay. For the back post double crochet, you wrap the hook, and we're going to come in from the back side, go around the front, and out the back side again. Pull up a loop, and then we complete the double crochet like you normally would. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And so we're going to alternate that all the way around. Front post, yarn over, and we do a back post, go in the side and come out the back side. Okay, I'll do that a couple more times for those of you who've never done this before. Yarn over, and we go in the front side, around the back, and out the front door here. For a front post double crochet, or abbreviated FPDC. And for a back post double crochet, we wrap it again, come in the back side, go around the front, and out the back door again. Bring up a loop, and just complete the stitch the way you're used to doing in regular crochet. So hopefully that's just demystified any complications that may have appeared with these post stitches. So we're just going to alternate front post double crochet and then back post double crochet all the way around. And this is what it should look like. At the end of the round, just join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet of the round, just like we did the first time. And then we're going to chain 2, and we're going to repeat that round again. But as we go around the second time, it's going to be a little bit easier since you already know where the front post and back post are. So we're going to front post double crochet and then work a back post double crochet, just like we did before, going in the front door and out the side for the front post, and around the back side and out the back door for that back post double crochet. Now as I do this, you're going to see that the ribbing is starting to form. Okay, let's take a look at that. So you're going to have these rows here. It's going to form just like that. So go ahead and work this all the way around. We're going to join this round just like we did the last round, last 2 rounds actually. Join with a slip stitch to the first double crochet of the round, chain 2. Now you pretty much have the pattern, so what you're going to need to do now is do 5 more rounds in the same exact way, going using the front post double crochet and then the back post double crochet. So go ahead and do that until you have a total of 8 rounds. The 3 rounds that we did here, and then 5 more rounds added to that. So go ahead and work that. At the end of 8 rounds, let's go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that first double crochet of the round and do a chain and give it a nice tug. And now we're ready to end this project. I'm going to just cut the strand there. Leave a nice long strand so that we can hide this easily using our needle. Now if you want it to be a little bit longer, just make extra rounds. If you want it to be shorter, make fewer rounds. As you can see, this is nice elasticity here. I do want to let you know that regular cotton yarn without the spandex will not be nearly as stretchy, and actually most cotton without anything added to it like this is actually going to be, you know, rather on the stiffer side, and usually only gets longer, doesn't usually bounce back. All right, so now I'm going to hide this strand, and I'm going to show you the best way to do this. I'm going to go down into the stitches here, and just kind of, I'm just going to kind of go down, 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 just like this. Okay, it's being a little stubborn on me there. And after I go down, I'm gonna give it a tug and pull back on it a little bit, and I'm going to actually go up into some stitches here, and after I finish that, I'm going to pull it up and give it a clip, and that string is forever hidden, and we are all done. So now we are ready to use this either as a cup cozy or as an athletic band, just like so. Okay, so if you want to make another one, we have plenty of yarn left over. Let me show you. I wanted to show you what I have left after making this. There's plenty left to actually make two more, the wristbands, or if you want to use them as, you know, cup cozies. So I just wanted to show you that there's lots and lots more possibilities, a lot more possibilities with this little ball of yarn. All right, well, that's all for this project. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that little subscribe button so that you can get more of these videos coming to you. God bless. Bye-bye.